My name is Michelle Zavoda, and I'm friends with Emily, and we are here. She invited you guys as guests to see the business of Arbonne. So I asked her to take a look at the business. She said yes, and so we want to share it with you and see if anyone wants to join alongside Emily. So Emily, I'll let you say hi to your friends, and we'll go
Yeah,
from there.
definitely. I just want to say hi. I just want to say thank you for coming to the page, looking at my video to see what I'm doing and what I'm all about. And I really definitely appreciate Michelle for opening this up for me. I've had 3 different opportunities to start this, and she kind of was the one who just told me I need to just do it. So I definitely, I'm excited to get started on this.
All right, so I want to share with you guys what Emily is actually doing when we start an Arbonne business. So I'm going to tell my backstory a little bit and how I know Emily. But long and the short, I used to work in corporate America. I loved what I did as an exercise physiologist, and I did nutrition. I did corporate health and wellness and absolutely loved it. I lived out in Denver, Colorado. And then when had my first little baby, this is kind of where Emily comes in years later. She had quite a secret. When she was about, I don't know, 8 months old, she got very, very sick, very medically complex, seizures, always in the hospital. Our world changed in like a flash. It was one day I was going to work, the next day I was getting fired from work. And that's exactly what happened because I chose to stay with her in the hospital. My job let me go. So my husband and I were without that second income. We had to file a complete full bankruptcy. And then we moved to Cleveland, Ohio, where we reside now. So when I was in Cleveland, my daughter is now 9 years old and she's still very, very medically complex. And that's where I met Emily. For years, Emily was her nurse in the pediatric unit of the epilepsy floor at Rainbow Babies. And I just started to get to know her there. And then after that, we met, and now she helps my daughter in home as well. So my daughter requires full-time nursing, full-time care, and I needed an opportunity where I could work from home on my terms and take care of my entire family. I have another child, Cora, who's 7, and then my special needs, and I need to take care of them, and my husband's always gone. So I was looking for work from home. And you guys, when you do that, it's like there's scams everywhere. I had telemarketers calling me of all sorts of things, and it wasn't really until I found Arbonne and I looked at the business plan, I'm like, wow, I've never even had this in corporate America. So I'm going to share some of the perks, but that's how I got into it, you guys. I had a need. I was completely bankrupt. I was living with family and I wanted to be back on my own. I've been doing Arbonne 5 years. And so at the end of the call, I'll tell you what that journey did for me. And then I'll give Emily the floor and just, I'm really happy she said yes, but I'll let you kind of share of why you said yes and what you see this opportunity doing for you.
Definitely. Do you want me to start with my story?
Yeah, start with your story because you're a nurse, you're an RN, and so a lot of people think, oh my gosh, she's quitting her day job and she's doing Arbonne, and I think people have a huge misconception that you can do this alongside, and it can fuel it's like the vehicle to fuel your dreams. So what made a registered nurse working in a hospital say yes to this opportunity and give it a shot?
So I think a big part of it is, I've always been the one to be taking care of people, being that caregiver, putting out my entire self to help someone else. And, as far as being a registered nurse and going through all that, I've gone through a little struggle right now with finding a job. Everybody says, oh, you're a nurse, you can find a job pretty much anywhere. When you want a specific job, which pediatrics is my thing, I just want that specific job, you really take the time to get into that job, and it takes a lot of time. So that's kind of where I met Michelle, and we went in and I started working for her daughter for home care because I just I had to do something with kids. It was my thing. And then as she talked more about Arbonne, which I told you before, I've already looked into, I've had 3 different people come up to me with these great amazing stories, and I'm like, third time's a charm. I should probably get into this and try this. You've been exposed to it this many times. Why not? And so,
Yeah.
my first thing with Arbonne is, why Arbonne, why this specific thing? Because, there's a lot of skincare, there's a lot of nutrition lines. What's nice about Arbonne is that it's everything all together. It's the nutrition, it's the skincare, it's the makeup, and it's all by one company that, you can learn to trust. And also another thing, being a nurse, most of us forget about our medical problems. We just take pills or we just ignore it just to get through it. And I do currently suffer with a lot of acid reflux, lack of energy, just constantly like up and down with my schedules. So I always have upset stomachs, nausea, like headaches. So I'm really intrigued to see what the nutrition line does for my own health, so I don't have to take these pills every day. So I can really be happy and have the energy to go out and do what I need to do and what I want to do. So that's one biggest thing. And then, as far as the consulting, why did I decide to join Arbonne as a consultant? I think that, having the knowledge as, a nurse is many things. They're a nutritionist, they're doing physical therapy, they're doing all these different things. And I just wanted to be able to give my knowledge out to other people that may not know, the parts of the body or what you have to work or what you need to do to really have a healthy lifestyle. So I think that's a big thing for me. And one thing that was brought up to me is they do a lot of mission trips, and I'm very, very excited for that. I did have a mission trip that I should have went to in college, and I kind of gave up on that opportunity. And, Arbonne is giving me that second chance to go out. They have a mission trip to Haiti, and I'm just like, I want to give back for sure. So Arbonne is giving me the opportunity and positivity to go out and do what I need to do and what I feel like my purpose is. So
That's
that's kind
awesome.
of
And I
in a
know they're
nutshell.
probably going to welcome nurses there in Haiti because that's a very skill that I could see benefiting them on that missions trip. So that is great. Well, I want to share with you guys, Emily touched on a lot and specifically the nutrition, but what Arbonne actually is. And I'm not going to get, too in depth because I don't want this to be an hour long. But the three main things we do is we educate people. We're like preventative health coaches on hidden toxins that are in your products that you're taking and in your skincare. The second thing we do is we empower people with just more options, either with their health or their finances. And then we give people a fresh start with the products or the business. So that's the main things we do. What I loved about it, because I needed to feel secure making the switch of running fitness centers to doing network marketing, I wanted to feel like, is this company sound? And the answer is yes. Arbonne is 40 years old. What sets them apart is we're botanically based, we're vegan certified, we're gluten free. I won't read all of them. We're whey and soy free, dairy free. We do GMO screening, no artificial dyes, sweeteners, flavors. We're not tested on animals. Basically, it goes on and on and on. But people right now in this day and age are looking for us. They're typing in organic, they're typing in vegan certified, gluten free. Right now, consumers are mad. They're mad we're being lied to. They're mad there's all these toxins in our products, and they're looking for healthy alternatives. So, and they're looking for Arbonne. And what Emily said is, there's a lot of companies, one might do skincare, one might do nutrition. Arbonne is a hybrid. We have merged both of those together from day one. So 40 years, we believed we are holistic healing. I shouldn't say healing. We're holistic health from the inside out. So we are number one in both those categories because guess what? We were gluten free 40 years ago before it was like the thing to do, before it was super trendy. And the crazy fact is, you guys, whatever we absorb what we eat and we absorb what we put on our skin, and 80% of toxins that get into your skin and affect your vital organs comes through topical use, makeup, foundations, sunscreen, lotions, all that. So
And
this
I
is
think
kind of
as a nurse
shocking.
also,
Yeah.
I understand that a little bit more just because skin is the biggest organ in your body, and not a lot of people understand from that background and can get that from me that, I can really reach out and say, hey, it is the biggest organ in your body, and they don't even think that, that's an organ. at all.
I
So you're
didn't.
completely right with the topical going in through the, 80% is absorbed topically.
Yeah, it never even hit me before Arbonne. I was just putting, I'll say the brands I was using, like I would use oil of Olay and Jergens and not even care. Like I never thought I was harming myself. And then when I had children and I was using Johnson and Johnson and found out how bad that was, I'm like, wow, this is upsetting and I have to let people know this stuff. And with Arbonne, the great thing about the company too is we have over 400 products. So right now you are a consumer and in your house you have deodorant, you have toothpaste, you have protein, you have vitamins, you have all these things, shampoo, body wash, bar soap, whatnot. Arbonne makes all those, but we make them toxin free. We make them effective, healthy, and safe for the whole family to use. Whatever your family is comprised of, it is safe to use. Hand soaps, like all that. What we specialize in are like what we're known for is our anti-aging line, our acne line, basically our skincare line, and our health and wellness. And so that's where Emilee's really going to jump on is obviously using all of it, but helping people with their health and wellness goals. And what I love about that, it's a very virtual business like we're doing right now. We're not at each other's houses. We can get this information to you guys on your terms and you can see if it's a fit. Um, the biggest thing with Arbonne and network marketing in general is people hear network marketing, they either have never heard of it or they're like, oh my gosh, and they're scared of it for some crazy reason, as I was. And I was just not educated about what it is. So I want to share with you what it is. Network marketing, all that means is you have someone named Arbonne who makes products. They have a consultant like me that tells the world about it and the customer goes online and orders the product. I just introduce it to you. Emilee introduces it to you. Maybe it's a 30-day detox to getting healthy. You order it online and it gets shipped to you. That's network marketing. Traditional shop, I'm going to use Target because I love Target. Target uses like 5 streams to get the product there. First, they make it, manufacturer, goes into the wholesaler, sits in the warehouse, finds an advertiser, then gets on your shelf. So when you buy something off that pretty little shelf and you get your shampoo bottle, it's like 8 years old already. It's like so rancid and it's full of chemicals to keep the preservatives in there so the product works. That's the biggest difference. It's getting freshness or getting something that has went through all those avenues, um, to get to you. Do you have anything to add there or any questions?
No, I think you're explaining it pretty well. And I think it's funny to hear that and hear that every time. And it still goes through my head that America is allowed to do that. And you hear that all the time that, well, aren't these things regulated? And I think that's like one of the biggest things that shocked me was the fact that, we are European based. We are, based on really good things. You're always hearing about things overseas that are regulated and that are healthy for you, and how the USA just allows things to, you know, be eaten and consumed and used that aren't good for your body. And it just goes over our head. You don't really think about it. You're like, well, they're selling it, so it must be okay.
Yeah,
But I think it's great to be able to really, look at these products and know that they are truly safe.
it is. I was in a drugstore today. My family some of us didn't get our flu shot yet, and so we're waiting. And I looked down the aisle. I almost took a picture, and every single one of those products in the aisle, I knew. I'm like, this is making people sick. This is not okay. Like I'm gonna go back and take that picture because it was kind of eye-opening. And like Emilee said, once you get into the nuts and bolts of the business, we really teach you how we are European standards, not FDA, and the one thing I didn't mention is when I said we're gluten free and we're vegan certified, Arbonne doesn't just say that like other companies. We have the certifications and they're really, really hard to get, but we have them on all of our packaging. So that was just a little nutshell of what network marketing is because people don't know. They think it's a pyramid or they think they just don't know what you don't know. So we educate you on that. Now, let's say you do know and you're looking to join a company and you don't know if Arbonne is it. I coach people, whether you join Arbonne or not. I would love you to join Emilee's team because we are going places for sure. But there's 4 things you guys want to look at. First, you want a company that's in marketplace demand. Hello. You can't turn the TV on without saying, look younger, lose weight. You just can't do that. That's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and we have both anti-aging and weight loss. Consumable products, it kills me when people want to make a killing in network marketing, but they join a company that sells knives or jewelry or purses because you constantly have to find the customers. A purse doesn't, it's not consumable. A consumable product is a bag of protein that your customer takes and it's gone and they have to reorder. So like for Emily and I, we don't have to keep finding new customers. We just service the ones we have and love on them, and they refer people to us because they're like, oh my gosh, this protein tastes amazing. Here's my consultant. And then they rebuy month after month after month because the products are amazing. Timing and trends is the third thing you want to look for. Social media right now is the hottest thing. Doing virtual business is awesome. Timing and trends, gluten-free. You guys, it's like the thing to be gluten-free. So we are definitely matching vegan certified gluten-free. And then leverage your time. I want to talk about that. We definitely hit that. So 90% of Arbonne people come to the business because they love the product and they're working full time, and they have me show them, how do I do Arbonne working alongside my current job? And the answer, it is easy. It is simple. You're going to sacrifice a little bit of time, a little bit of more time now for the life you want later, but this is designed to work in the nooks and crannies. For me, my schedule is unpredictable because of my special needs daughter. I don't know if I'm in a hospital. I don't know where I'm at. I know week by week, but I do know I have a cell phone with me at all times. And pretty much I just need that. My computer would be nice. And I take that anywhere and I just do something like this. So you absolutely can leverage your time in doing specifically Arbonne. So what does it look like to start your business? I didn't get on any product. I didn't know about Arbonne. I bought the business product because I was living with my sister and I wanted to get out of the house and be a family again. So I'm like, what can make me money? So we have a proven system for success, whether you only want to do virtual or if you're like me and you need to get face to face with people. I do presentations in person. I also do them virtually. Proven system for success. The cool thing is there's so many other companies that have to do this. We do not stack a thing and we deliver nothing. So you love the product. Emily introduces it to you. We go online, put it in, and it ships right to you in like 2 to 4-ish days. So you get it quick and we don't deliver or stack. Low risk and owning your own business, and that's a low startup cost. So I want to talk about that. We have our license fee that's $79. And if you're a preferred client, you just upgrade and it's cheaper. And then you purchase some of the product. So Emily got the nutrition. She's going to start the 30 days to healthy living to see how that acid reflux goes down, to see how her migraines go, to see how the brain fog. She obviously isn't doing it to lose weight, but improve health. And so her testimony is going to be power. And you're going to hear it, and people are going to notice. Things are going to change in 30 days. I do this every month with people, and I'm just astonished with the results. Um, so yeah, the low startup, and you build it, like I said, alongside your current job, which is very appealing to any walk of life. You can be drop out of school, never have gone to college, to have your doctorate in medicine. It doesn't matter. It's an even playing field. There are 2 millionaires on my team, self-made millionaires that need Arbonne for specific reasons. And then there's people that, like me, bankrupt, and I had to borrow money to even pay that $79 startup. So it's a whole gamut of people. All right, actually 3 more things I'm going to discuss very quickly. One of them is be your own boss, start your own business. We went over that, but we are ground floor opportunity. And the reason that we are ground floor is because we are going global. So the countries we're in right now is US, Canada, UK, Poland, Taiwan, Australia, New Zealand, and this month is Germany. So if you know anybody, sometimes I go on Facebook and say, who are my friends that know people in Germany, and they pop up, and now I have connections in Germany. You can launch people through a cell phone and laptop in any of those countries. And if you have the ability, you can go travel there and launch people in person. Like I really want to go to Taiwan, and Arbonne sets you up for success to do that. So that's what
I
ground
think
floor
that was
means.
a
Yes,
big,
we're, go ahead.
I think that was a big excitement for me and that kind of got me into it, the whole virtual aspect. There's so many of us on our phones and, building up our Instagram profiles and Facebook profiles, and it's just so easy. What does it take another 5 seconds to post another picture, get people excited and message them, and the virtual aspect just makes it so much easier.
Yeah, I think it does. Specifically in certain age brackets too. I have seen with my own eyes Amish promote to the top of the company and people that
Mhm.
have solely been just on Instagram. So when you have a business model that you can do it with no technology at all, like absolutely not even a cell phone, and only do it through a cell phone and laptop, I mean, that's a solid business plan. So when you guys are looking to join Emilee's team, what we do is we show you the system for success, but we make it authentic to you. How do you want to build it? What income do you need? And then we launch you into that. I too am going a lot more virtual because it's very appealing to me, but I'll still do some in live stuff because I love being around people. That's just for me. So the income, this was the only thing I cared about when I joined Arbonne because I needed to get out of my sister's house and afford a rent payment. We had a rent after that, and we were renting small little condos, and that was a whole nother, that could be a whole nother Facebook Live. But growing a family in a small little space, and my daughter's medical equipment was just like pushing us out of the house. So the cool thing is there's 4 levels in Arbonne. The first level is Emilee's going to be getting into that first level. It's called district manager. Right out of the gate, you make $400 a month to $1,000 a month. That on average takes people 1 to 3 months. You already have money in your pocket. The second avenue or the second management is area manager. You make 1,000 to 4,000 a month doing that. Here, it's important for me. So I'm 40. I think 40 and above, or anyone who started a family. It's important for me at this level because now, Emilee, I don't know if you know this, but I can will my business 4 generations down. So if I pass away, my checks keep coming, my team keeps growing, my income gets higher, higher, higher. I'm creating a legacy for my family, my grandkids, my great grandkids, and my great great grandkids. 4 generations. And I've never seen that in corporate America ever in my life. We also have bonuses, Mercedes, cash spends program, travel incentives, life insurance, health insurance, pet insurance. We have all of it. So we're a really, really sound company that even your corporate jobs don't have these benefits. And when you walk away from a job, you don't get to keep your paychecks for your family forever. That doesn't happen. And in Arbonne, it does. The third level is regional vice president. This is a level that I am going into quals for, and your paychecks here are on average about 16,000 a month, 5,000 to 16,000, and Arbonne gives you an additional $1,000 to purchase a white Mercedes. You can lease it or purchase it or whatever, but it's in your name, and as long as you are at that level, Arbonne gives you $1,000 to drive it. It's like the very serious, monumental point in Arbonne where you're like, okay, now I can walk away from my job. Now I can stay at my job if I love it. Like the sky is the limit, but you have choices. This is where you start to have more time in your life too. Like it's there. The average takes people about six months to 2 years to get into that level. 6 months to 2 years. And then the last level, it's so easy. There's only 4, is national vice president. And the minimum you're making there is 20,000 a month. And I personally know people up in the 600,000 a month. So Arbonne doesn't say, oh, no, no, you made too much money. We need to stop you. It's spread the wealth. Like what we do with that money serves good. And Emilee has seen that. Our team that's going to Haiti in July, and they've been there a few years building homes and filtration systems and helping the children there in schools. And she's going to be able to be a part of that right away. And you don't have to be at like the top level. You just have to have a desire to go. So those are the 4 income levels. The top takes people on average, if you do it virtually, 1 to 2 years. I shouldn't say virtually. If you do it through health and wellness and nutrition, we're seeing 1 to 2 years. and skincare and the rest, which I'm really, really good at, it's on average about 3 to 5 years to the top of the company. So, and wherever you need to be is fine. You don't ever need to go to the top. You can go where you're comfortable. So I'm going to end it with just a few questions. But Emily, before I do, I want to see if you have anything you want to add or anything to input there or anywhere.
Um, no, I think you explained a good portion of it. And like I said, or like you said, you were saying, everybody's willing to share the wealth and do all that. And I think that's what's so amazing about you, Michelle, because I mean, you have been helping me every step of the way, which I wish to do that to my same people that follow me and, get on my team and just, be able to share every bit of coaching that you've gotten, every bit of information that you've gotten, you've shared with me. So that's amazing. I mean, every step of the way you've been able to help me. So yes, it is a lot of work. It definitely, I'm not going to say it's not, but it's so worth it. And you really do get the help you need. I mean, I've been shown pages upon pages of just, you know, what people have learned and what works and all of that to help me in my business.
Yeah. I think the cool thing is I've been doing Arbonne, it'll be 5 years this July. And so I've got 5 years of experience, and I definitely can speed up someone else's journey because I know the mistakes that I made. So we love to give that wealth and education out because you don't have to suffer the mistakes I did. Now, I followed a very, very simple plan, and I definitely love the skincare and nutrition, but now I want to speed it up and really focus on the nutrition, given that's my background too. It's crazy that I didn't jump in on that, but I think I needed a little break. I was burnt out. I was doing nutrition for like 18 years. And so I really dove into the skincare, and it changed my skin. If you guys see my before and afters, you'll die. It completely changed my skin. And the other thing that makes me sad is a lot of people join network marketing companies of other companies and they fail at them, maybe one, two, or three of them, and they say, I'm just not good at it. I'm not, it's just, I wasn't able to do it. That is such BS. You are good at it. You just didn't have a coach to train you. Everyone needs a coach in whatever you do in life. You don't go to school to be an RN without having a teacher to teach you along the way. Like you go for all those years to learn your skills. So you don't just start network marketing knowing what to do. It is like a university. You have to learn. You're going back to school, but this time when you go back, you're getting paid to learn versus having student debt, which I still have. So there's a big difference. When I talk to people, there are many hesitations and fears out the wazoo. You are normal. If you don't have any fears, you're not normal. So some of them, I don't have enough time. I'm going to school, I'm working 2 jobs, or I have a family, or whatever it is. You're right. No one has time anymore. We are very busy. So we teach you, let's time block. And you are going to sacrifice a little bit of more time, but then in 5 years or sooner, you're not going to, time's not going to be an issue. You're going to have all the time you need. What am I getting into? I don't know enough people. I don't have enough money. What will people think of me? The list goes on, but that is normal. And we just squash them. We just get over the obstacle and say, you know what? Let's get you into momentum. Let's get you that paycheck. Let's introduce you to some people. And we help you get through that fear. And anyone successful in life, what they did is they overcame their fear. They didn't stay complacent and comfortable, because that doesn't serve you. That doesn't serve you. We teach you how to reach your fullest potential and your greatness. So after you guys watch this, I think we're going to post it. I think it went well.
Yeah.
This is our first time ever doing this. This was like no practice, but everyone Emily invites on, it's her job to invite you guys, but I'm going to be real with you. It's your job to not go radio silence and to let her know. And I always say you're a 1, 2, or 3. A 1 is, hey, Emily, thank you for sending that to me, but it is not for me. It is not my thing, but I would like to try a product. Can you send me a sample? Maybe the skincare, maybe the nutrition, and that's fine, you guys. A number 2 is I'm really interested in this. I want some product, but I need more information. And that's great because maybe we'll have you host a Facebook Live, introduce your network to Emily, and we just do it in person in your house, or we do a live. And the third is me. That's who I was. Three is I'm ready to get started. I want to get a paycheck next month. How do I get started? And I'm really looking and hoping for Emily to start with 2 to 3 people so we can train you guys all together. And it's just so much funner that way when you're building it with friends, people you know, and you're just like, let's try this thing. So let her know, are you 1, 2, or 3? And it's okay wherever you're at. It's just awkward when, you text and follow up and, no one gets back to you. You just be real. Like, it's okay. So that's all I have to say. And Emily, welcome. I'm super excited to launch you, and I hope that you use this video and invite friends to it.
I'm very excited as well.
All right,
Okay.
then
I think
I'm
we
going to
are going to
finish it up.
good to go.
What?
I think it's good
Okay.
to go. I like it. Think it went
All right,
well.
she approved it. So first take, that's how easy this is. All right, I'm going to finish it up, and hopefully you guys will be seeing this soon. Bye.
Okay. Bye, guys.